Hey everyone, it's Pastor Sean. I'm reaching out to you to share just a short story and 3 truths I want you to hear about family worship time today. So several years ago, we decided to do the Advent calendar leading up to Christmas with our kids. We even did the candles and everything. If you've ever done that, a candle represents different things each week. Well, we would light them, we'd read the scriptures. It was supposed to be like this beautiful moment in our home where we were just all anticipating the birth of Jesus. Well, as the story goes, one of my daughters, long flowing hair, leaned over one of the candles. Her hair caught on fire, the flames are growing, and in slow motion I watch as my wife has to smack the flames. You know, that's the only way to get rid of them, and all my kids are like, you know, like mom smacking our sister and she's on fire, and like that was family worship at our house. It was really exciting, to say the least. I wanted you to hear that story because these 3 truths I want you to take with you today. The first one is family worship time is never perfect. It will always be flawed. It will always have some difficulty to it. If it's not hard to get through the conversation, it will be hard to schedule it with the busyness of our culture. The second one would be that it's okay to start small and grow with your children. I know some parents, you know, they're like, it's just not working, and you'll get into the conversation, you'll say, well, how long, you know, are you trying to do? And they're like, oh, like 20, 30 minutes, and they have a 2-year-old. Well, listen, if you can open up the scriptures for 2 to 3 minutes after dinner with your young children and maybe sing a song and pray together, that may be a good start. Don't be afraid to start small and then grow with your children, versus the opposite of that, where you're trying to do some sort of Greek exegesis of some text and your kids are like, done, like no more, you know? And then lastly, I want you to be reminded and encouraged that here at MCC, we're all on the same page. So if you don't have a good resource, we're always reviewing good resources for parents in their home. But a fantastic starting point is just reviewing what you've already learned, what's already begun on a Sunday. Maybe looking at the scripture again and asking your kids, you know, what do they remember about it? Could they tell a little bit of the story? What does that tell us about who God is? What does it tell us about us? Again, you can go as deep as your child is able to, but I wanted you to hear those truths and be encouraged this week that you can be intentional with your children in your home to aim them towards Christ. You can open up the scriptures together. You can pray for one another. You could even sing songs and worship together. The only fail that could ever happen with family worship time is that if we're not doing it. Let's be faithful and obedient to the call to aim our kids towards Christ this week.